Okay, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? And welcome. And surprise, I guess, to some of you who have not been following me on social media, uh, to know what's going on. I'll just say this up front. If you guys want to always be in the know on what's going on with me and my gaming schedule, you should follow me on Twitter at They Call Me DSP. Because sometimes there's big updates that happen out of nowhere, and this is the case today, that, due to, due to circumstances and things happening over the last week or so, I'm going to be checking out Days Gone today. All right, and I'll explain those circumstances in just a moment. But welcome. Today is Monday, April 29th, 2019. Hello, everyone. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, and I'm excited to be doing some big variety for you today. Pretty much the last week has been Mortal Kombat Mania, and not to say that's a bad thing, because Mortal Kombat 11 is a great game, and I'm getting a lot of traction out of it. There's tons of content, and still, as of now, there's a ridiculous amount of characters I haven't tried yet. There's still tons of offline content and unlockables in the crypt, and tons of stuff to still do in this game. Okay, so I'm excited for it. I am. But a lot of people have expressed a little bit of regret that I did not play Days Gone on Friday, and that basically I've been playing Mortal Kombat, crazy amounts this last week, and wishing that I would be doing some other stuff. All right, some people just aren't into fighting games, and I get that. Even though I have a large history of being a fighting game player, and I cover most major fighting game releases, I don't usually latch onto them for super long, and I don't really play them at a competitive level. And fighting games, because quite simply put, is not everyone's forte. I am a variety streamer, and I pride myself on that. Every time you tune into my streams, usually I'm doing something kind of different. That hasn't been the case this last week with Mortal Kombat 11 Overload. And of course, with everything going on with Days Gone. So why didn't I play Days Gone on Friday when it was released? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first reason is because this game, which was originally crazy hyped by Sony, received a ton of pre-orders, and in essence, it sold well, was basically panned by critics. And I don't mean panned in saying, oh, it's bad, but more of like a mediocre bomb. And what I mean by that is people just saying, meh, it's not a bad game, it's just not a good game. It's a game that takes elements from other game franchises, such as The Last of Us, State of Decay, etc., Sometimes some people even said things like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption, okay? And it combines all these into a mishmash kind of a game that doesn't feel like it kind of has its own identity. It just feels kind of meh, okay? Now, some people have disagreed with that. I've actually seen some people have said, no, I actually really like the game, and I don't understand why the critics were all kind of having this consensus that the game was kind of mediocre because I'm really enjoying it. So I've had this mixed bag message, about this game. And the other reason that I didn't play it at launch, and this is being very honest with all of you, is financially things, are bad for me right now. I can't really afford to be dropping money on games left and right that I can't guarantee are going to be good for the stream. When I buy a game now, I have to factor in the cost of the game. I have to factor in my streaming schedule, and will this game end up being something that's entertaining in the long run for streaming? Because the bottom line is, if it's a game that's only going to be played once or twice, it's probably not economical for me to buy it, okay? And I'm just being very honest with all of you guys, okay? That's the case, where I now have to worry about this kind of stuff behind the scenes, right? And it sucks. I don't want to have that stuff be a factor in what I play or what I don't. You know what I mean? But it sucks that is a factor, because it is. And it's going to be, just so FYI, just so you guys understand this moving forward, this is an important change that is going to affect everything I do moving forward. When it comes to a decision about buying a big game or whatever, I have to listen to what people are saying about the game and say, is this going to be a game that's good for the stream, right? Not, is this going to be a game that if I play it by myself and I do a 30 to 40 hour playthrough of, is it entertaining to me? It has to be more of, if I play this game for the stream, will I entertain a viewing audience on the stream? And or will this be a game that I'll be able to interact with my viewing audience? So even if the game ain't so great, at least we have some kind of fun interactivity during the streams. You see what I mean? It's got to be one or the other. And, you know, at least from the information that I was receiving about Days Gone last week, it was like, this will not be a game that's going to end up being great for streams, okay? So now you might be saying, well, then why are you playing it today, Phil? You know, it's Monday. What happened between Friday and Monday? Well, over the weekend, as you guys know, I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 because that was the major release that had legs, and I was getting a lot of, you know, a lot of information about this game. People were playing the game. You know, viewers of mine were playing the game and saying, oh, I actually kind of like it. I don't understand, I don't understand, you know, why Phil isn't playing this big new release, okay? And essentially, a lot of people asked me to play it, and I was like, I'm sorry, guys, you know, after kind of, you know, judging everything for myself and everything, I can't get it. I'm not going to pay $60, you know, right now when things are tight. I'm not going to pay $60 for a game that I don't know I'm going to get legs out of, okay? And so, a couple people over the weekend said, well, I'll just send you $60. I was like, well, no, that's not how it works. If you send me $60, number one, I get taxed on that income. Number two, I have to pay sales tax, so you send me $60, and in essence, you gave me like 40. You know what I mean? Like, in essence, you're still asking me to pay for the game. So finally, after, like, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, me playing Mortal Kombat, and last night, I actually, for the first time, broke up the Mortal Kombat coverage by playing Black Ops 4 Blackout. And let me tell you guys something, it worked perfectly. People were entertained, they were engaged, people were interacting with me, we had fun conversations. The opposite of when I'm doing Mortal Kombat and I have to be like hyper-focused on a fighting game. The streams ended up working out really well. People really liked that stream last night. And at the end of the stream, after all of our discussions about skipping Days Gone and everything, someone named Ace Best tipped me $100 and said, basically, I'm giving you all this money to make sure this covers the full cost of buying Days Gone and basically keep the change, okay? So because he tipped me so much money, I was like, all right, fair enough. Now I can buy Days Gone. It's going to cover the tax. It's going to cover the sales tax. It's going to cover everything. So this is good. Okay? This is good. So that's why we're playing it today. All right? That's why. So, we'll see what happens. All right? I'm going to play it today. I don't know how to judge it. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. We're going to see. We're going to do a full stream of it today, 4 hours, and get a taste for the beginning of the game. And if you guys think, all right, you know, that was all right, let's keep going, then I'm going to play it again on Wednesday. All right? And then Wednesday basically will kind of be Judgment Day. On Wednesday, by the end of Wednesday's stream, so at that point, I'll be 8 hours into the game. If you guys are liking it and it's something that's an ongoing playthrough that's entertaining to you, and you think that I should keep doing it, then I will. But by the end of Wednesday, if we're kind of like, meh, you know, I guess the reviewers were right, there's really not much to the game, it's kind of boring, and, you know, the stream viewers aren't really engaged or entertained by the game, and, you know, whatever it may be, then we're going to drop it. All right? And the thing is, because I didn't, you know, up front, invest in the game myself, it's okay to drop it. It's not like, oh, I paid a bunch of money and the game ended up sucking. I mean, I'll be very honest with you guys. Already this year, I got burned multiple times on games. Games like Jump Force, World War Z, which World War Z, by the way, that was a game I wasn't going to play at all. And then I did a poll, and the poll said play it, so I bought it, and it was a complete waste of money. And that's why I was so skeptical about Days Gone. You know, I hold a poll, oh, play Days Gone. I drop $60 and have a waste of money. Again, I just did that 2 weeks ago, you know? So that's kind of why, another reason why this happened like this, okay? So we'll see. We will see what happens over the next few days and go from there, all right? So now let me explain to you what exactly you can expect in the next few days, schedule-wise. So today it's going to be Days Gone premiering, 4 hours. We'll see what the game's all about. And then tonight, my late stream is going to be 2 hours of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Yes, I am going to be playing Phoenix Wright tonight. It returns with full voice acting and all of that. You know, 2+ hours of Phoenix Wright later tonight. And hopefully you guys will join me for that, especially those who are following along that playthrough. All right? Tomorrow, I will return to Mortal Kombat 11. And more than likely, what I'm going to be doing is choosing 2 more characters who I have not played with yet to take into training mode, tutorial mode, do their arcade ladders, and then go online. So it'll be a full 4+ hour session of Mortal Kombat 11 tomorrow for those of you who've been liking that coverage. Yes, it will have online play in it of 2 new characters, okay? Then tomorrow night, I'm going to try to finish up Donkey Kong Country 3, platformer that I played, a bunch of before my day off last week and before, of course, Mortal Kombat started. And we were playing the hell out of that, and so it kind of went on hiatus. I'm going to try to finish that up. People are basically saying there's about 90 minutes left in the game, but at the end of the game, like the final boss is quite challenging. All right, so we'll see how that goes. Then on Wednesday, as I just explained, if Days Gone goes good today and we want to see more, then Wednesday will be more Days Gone, and that'll kind of be Judgment Day for Days Gone, determining if we're going to continue to play it or not. All right, and then Wednesday night, I'm going to return to Minecraft. And Minecraft has had a giant update, including villages and villagers have been fully updated and upgraded. There's now pillagers who come in and attack the villages. And Mr. Papavera said he's working on a new guide for me to read about all the new changes, because it's going to be a pretty exciting stream trying to figure out all these changes and stuff. Okay? So, that should be neat on Wednesday. Thursday is my day off this week. Meaning on Thursday of this week, I will not be live streaming. It's my day to spend time with Kat and get stuff done around here, run errands and the like. I'll be back on Friday. What will I be playing on Friday? Good question. Because it's all going to be determined by what happened with Days Gone. If Days Gone, again, ended up being something good, then I'm going to factor into my schedule. Basically, every other day, I'll either be playing Days Gone or Mortal Kombat. We'll alternate between the two. But if Days Gone isn't so good, then basically it's going to be Mortal Kombat as the mainstream every day. And what I might do is alternate between online days and offline days. And that means, okay, well, today, I'm going to be playing the game online with new characters. Today, I'll be doing offline, Towers of Time and trying to do unlocks in the crypt and stuff like that. Because I think both are fun. I know that more people come out for the online play than the offline play, but for me, both are fun, and the variety of content is what's going to make that entertaining, okay? So, that's the deal. It's either going to be alternating between the two games, or it's just going to be Mortal Kombat, depending on if Days Gone's good. And, of course, the chill streaming will continue. I'm probably thinking Friday night, I'll probably have MLB return, because I haven't played MLB now in a while, so maybe a nice chill MLB stream Friday night. Then maybe Saturday night, I return to Black Ops 4 Blackout, and then we keep the rotation going with the chill games at night, and the new stuff during the day. Okay? Fair enough. Does that sound good, guys? Goldie Bluzco says, so Apex is dead. Essentially, yes. Some people have been asking about Apex Legends co-op. What's going on with that? To fully explain, I definitely enjoyed Apex Legends for the month and a half or so that I played it weekly with Brian and Kekken. It was a fun experience. We had camaraderie, and we had a good, skill level, obviously, and good communications to the point where the last couple times we played together, we were winning. We were winning multiple times. One time we won multiple times. Actually, twice we won multiple times in one session, right? But I think that Apex Legends has kind of run its course. There's not much else going on in Apex Legends at all. It's a very, it is what it is. It's one map. It's not super interesting after you've beaten it or won a match. Yeah, I guess you could say there's some variety if you change up your character selections or whatever. But outside of that, they've only updated the game one major time to add one gun and one new character. And they're just not really doing much with it. In fact, I don't know if you guys have read, they announced this on social media. I think it was yesterday or the day before. They're actually not even going to be updating it as much as they have been to add quality of life to the game dev team. Apparently, the game dev team of Apex Legends was completely overworked. And they're like, okay, we're going to lower the amount of time that we're actually updating the game with new content so that they can have a better work-life balance. That's all well and good, but then the game's just not going to retain my attention. There's nothing to do in it. It's the same shit over and over. And you might say, well, Phil, you still play Blackout, and that's the same shit over and over. I mean, you're right. Fair enough. That's a fair point. But Blackout really isn't about the gameplay experience. It's about me interacting with you guys during that gameplay experience. It ends up being a very fun interactive stream while you have some suspenseful gameplay. You make you see some epic kills. Like yesterday, I had some really fun kills where I killed like 4 or 5 people in one match. It was pretty fun. Compare that with Apex Legends, where I don't have that interactivity with you guys. In fact, I'm very disconnected from you guys during Apex because I have to communicate with my co-op partners constantly. So it's a different kind of gameplay experience and stream. And in my opinion, It was good for a while, but once basically Kekken and Brian and I were able to kind of win a lot, there's no point in even playing anymore. You know, there's no challenge. We're gonna win a match or two every time we play, and what's the point? You see what I mean? So yeah, Apex Legends at this point is kind of, you know, a moot point. There's no reason to play it. Now, if Apex Legends gets an update eventually, oh, new characters, a new map, sure, why not? Why not team up and join back into it and jump together and just see what happens? But essentially, I don't see the point, okay? Now, there is an update, though, because you guys might say, oh, man, that sucks, no more co-op with Brian and Kekken. That's not the case. Next weekend, you know, Brian is off on weekends from work. And I talked to him that maybe this weekend I will do a session of Mortal Kombat where it'll be me, Brian, and Kekken kind of fighting in a circle, and or maybe inviting other viewers as well, so that we can actually interact, you know, and see, you know, how we're all doing in this game after, you know, a week and a half of everyone playing it. And by then, at least I'll have played another 1 to 2 sessions Mortal Kombat, so I'll have a variety of characters. Like right now, I would say I could probably play with Raiden, and Garrus, Cetrian, and who was the last character who I played with? I didn't like Noob Saibot. I did not like Kano at all. Why am I having a brain fart? Oh, and Collector. So I probably have 4 characters that I can play with at an okay level, but I'm not great at the game. I know I suck at it. So maybe after tomorrow, I have another 2 characters, or at least one, maybe, who I can, you know, add it. Once you have a good handful of characters you can play with for a variety of gameplay, that makes a fun session, versus if I just rushed into it after only playing like 1-2 characters and then try to do an online session, what's the point? You don't even know that much about the game, right? So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm thinking this weekend I'm going to see if I can team up maybe with Brian and Kekken to do a lobby, and then you know, maybe have some viewers jump into the lobby and play us too. You know, we'll see how that goes. I don't even know how the lobby system works in this game, because I haven't even touched it yet, okay? But that's kind of the idea that I'm thinking here, all right? Okay. All right, guys. So there you go. That's the deal for the week. Today, it's Days Gone and Phoenix Wright. Tomorrow, it's Mortal Kombat 11, new characters online, and the conclusion of Donkey Kong Country. Wednesday, it'll probably be more Days Gone, and that'll be the Judgment Day where we determine if we keep playing it or not. And some Minecraft. Thursday, I'm off. Friday, we'll see what happens, but more than likely, maybe some Mortal Kombat paired with MLB. Saturday, maybe Days Gone or Mortal Kombat, you know, paired with Blackout. And probably Sunday, maybe a nice Mortal Kombat online session with Brian and Kekken, and teaming up with other people against each other. And, you know, we'll see what happens, you know, moving forward. Okay, fair enough. I think that sounds like a good mix. That way we're not doing the same damn thing every day, and people aren't incredibly bored of the content I'm putting out because it's the same shit every day, right? Okay, fair enough, guys. Now, one other thing I just want to say, all right? Because I want to just tell you guys up front. I apologize in advance if I seem stressed out today. I am. I'm incredibly stressed out because of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has absolutely nothing to do with the games I'm playing or anything like that. It's not stream related. It's other stuff behind the scenes going on that's stressing me the fuck out. And, you know, it sucks because I know sometimes it comes through in the stuff that I'm doing. And it, you know, it just really does. It feels shitty that I come here to stream to play games and enjoy them and try to relax with you guys and everything. And then some days, like today, I tell you, I was already on the fucking phone for about, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes before I even started the stream. I'm stressed the hell out. And it, you know, I got to try to get my mind off of that shit. But it sucks because now, I mean, this is the truth of the matter. I'm going to stream Days Gone, go on break, eat dinner, take a shower. I got to jump in and do a bunch more shit, personal shit behind the scenes. Jump right to second stream, do 2 hours of Phoenix Wright. After that, I got to go right back to doing more work behind the scenes. Other stuff you guys don't know about. And I don't even know tonight if and when I get a moment to sit down for myself and relax. And that's pretty much been my fucking life, like, constantly recently. Like, I just don't have any time, no relaxation time behind the scenes because I'm overworked. And it's not, again, it's not the streams. It's other shit going on behind the scenes that's not allowing me to get the rest and relaxation time that normally I would get. And I can feel it in me that I'm like on edge right now. I'm like fucking stressed and, you know, not feeling relaxed and refreshed and good for the stream. And it sucks because I'm afraid now, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do Days Gone. And what if I get frustrated at the game, not because of the game, but because of me and other shit, you know, going on, and it's not fair to the game, right? And I don't want that to happen. You know, I don't want that to happen at all. So what I would ask, a couple things. Number one, please, guys, be understanding that today, if I seem like I'm in a bad mood, or if I react in a way that you're like, whoa, why do you feel like so agitated or whatever, it's because I'm stressed out because of other shit behind the scenes, not because of what's going on stream. It's not you and it's not the game. It's just other situation, you know, other shit going on behind the scenes that's kind of dragging me down right now, you know. And I don't want that to come out on the stream because that's not fair to you guys. That's not fair to the game devs who made Days Gone. If I am unfairly being negative, I want you guys to know, you know, why. All right. Okay. Fair enough. All right, you know. And, you know, yeah, and, you know, some people are, of course, in the stream chat being, oh, it's because of finances and stuff. That's part of it. That's not all of it, but that's definitely part of it, you know. With everything going on, you know, you get past one hurdle, you get hit by the next. You get past the next hurdle, you get hit by the next. And the thing is, I don't want to inundate you guys with the stories of the shit going on behind the scenes. You don't need to know this. You don't. You don't need to know about the personal shit going on behind the scenes. You don't need to know about the shit that I'm going through right now that's stressing me the fuck out with all this stuff back in the background, because ultimately you can't influence it. You guys have been incredibly supportive of me every step of the way, and it's like I said, your contributions have allowed me to do what I love for so long, and now it's come to the point where, you know, the crap hits the fan, and now things are just going to start falling apart, and there's nothing I can do about it. So it's not like I can be upset about anything that has to do with you guys or the streams or anything. It's just a shitty life situation behind the scenes that drags me down sometimes. And, you know, and today I'm really feeling it. I had this stupid phone call before the stream, and I'm like, man, boy, you really want to pull me down from being excited about starting Days Gone is get me on a phone for 45 minutes with a bunch of fucking nothing nobodies, and, you know, wasting my fucking time. And I'm like, it's just very frustrating. And I could explain the whole thing to you, and it wouldn't help anything. It would just be me venting, and you guys don't need to hear that. You don't want me to be unloaded on about this kind of shit, because ultimately you have nothing to do with it, you know? So I'll just say, please, just be a little bit more understanding today, all right? I again, in advance, I apologize if any negativity or whatever comes out on stream, because it has nothing to do with any of you guys. You guys have been amazingly supportive. You guys have hung out with me every day and had a good time. You've supported me, you know, emotionally and financially and in every possible way. I can't say, you know, anything negative. So, you know, it's just life is what it is, I guess, at this point. My life behind the scenes when it comes to some personal shit just ain't going to be so good, and there's nothing I can do about it, right? Okay. See, that's the thing. Bub Zero says, oh, but you'll tell us more about it once you need help, right? I need help now. But, I mean, how many times can I yell help before people are like, enough is enough? And you're right. Fair enough, guys. You guys have helped me so much in the past few months. You know, in particular, 2 friggin' marathons I just did to raise funds for taxes, which, by the way, you know, they did. They got me past that initial tax hurdle, and now it's on to the next thing. On to the next, and then on to the next. See what I mean? It's just a fucking ongoing thing. And how many times am I going to sit here and scream about it and yell about it and ask for help? It's just not going to work anymore, because it's not fair to you. That's why I'm not going to sit here and waste time, you know, talking about it every day, because there's no point. You guys are helping as much as you can. You know what I mean? You can only, you have a well, and the well, you can only empty the well as many times as you know. What else can I do? And what else can you guys do, you know? So I'm not going to make it about that, okay? But I'm just asking, just please be understanding, okay? All right. All right, guys. So let's quickly do plugs, and then I'll do shout-outs, and then we'll get started. Fair enough? All right, so thank you guys so much for all of your support. Seriously, I mean it. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate all of your support every single day. I love that you guys come and hang out with me every day on stream, and we just have a good time playing whatever game it may be that I play. And, you know, for all your help over the years, all right? That being said, if you love these daily live streams, all right, and you love the on-demand videos on YouTube, you know, the ones that archive these daily streams, and if you want to see this all continue, you know, I am primarily in existence because of your, you know, crowdfunding support, just being honest. You know, YouTube ain't what it is anymore. I barely make anything over there. So it's all about support from other methods. What are those methods? Allow me to explain. The first is Patreon, where, you know, at patreon.com/darksidephil, your contributions earn you personal perks every month, like getting premium forum access and being able to nominate and vote on games for special events, or be getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which, by the way, is going to happen in May, or getting a private Q&A video made. You know, any of those things are pretty great things. So please consider pledging to my Patreon. Thanks to anyone who does. And you've got today and tomorrow left to pledge, by the way, because you have to do it by the end of April to get in on April's perks. So a day and a half left, okay? I also have a Teespring shop where I sell merchandise like t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. It's good quality stuff I can attest to, because guess what? I own a bunch of it myself, and I've had some of it for over 2 years, and nothing's ever worn out. So it's good quality stuff over there. You know, I can personally give you my own experience. So, give it a look, teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. I have a whole new slew of artwork to add, and I have zero time to do it. Like, I've had artwork for a while, and in fact, one of the artists emailed me this last week. He's like, you know, it's been a while, here's some more art if you'd like to upload it. I'm like, I know, I wish I had time to do this. You know, I'm so stressed already, and behind the scenes, every moment of my time is fucking taken up by annoying bullshit, and I wish I had more time to work on this. I hope I will. Maybe later this week. At some point, I'll have a fucking chance, okay? Alright, so, check it out. Thanks for checking out my Teespring. Anyone, if you get something there, it helps me out. You get a cool collectible, alright? Now, in particular, when it comes to the stream today, obviously, if you would like to get credit for any contribution, the best way to contribute today would be during the live stream, because I'm going to give you a shout-out for any kind of contribution that you lend, whether it's cheering, subbing, or tipping, okay? Cheering with bits, subscribing to the channel, or tipping me will all get you a nice shout-out. However, I would ask, if you are looking for said shout-out, to please be on topic. Please don't try to derail the stream with completely unrelated stuff that's nonsensical. Don't do insults. Don't bring in negative memes for myself or other streamers. No drama, all right? In general, people know what they're doing, and the streams end up being really nice. Every once in a while, you get a bad apple who's just trying to cause problems or insult me, and it's stupid. And I'm not gonna read those messages. You know, it's at my discretion what I read on my own streams here. Okay, my subjective decision. If you would like information on how to contribute via any of those three methods I just mentioned, all you need to do is type exclamation point in the type. So, for example, how do I subscribe? Type exclamation point sub in the stream chat. Boom, you'll get instructions. How do I cheer? Type exclamation point cheer into the stream chat, and you'll get instructions. How do I tip? Type exclamation point tip. And tipping, you know, in particular is a good way, because not only can you contribute, but you can do it completely anonymously. You can do it not only if you have a PayPal account, but also with a credit or debit card. It's an interesting way to contribute. If you're going to cheer today, by the way, guys, there's a cheer mode called Bleeding Purple. If you cheer with the cheer mode Bleeding Purple in your message, it will actually give free bonus bits to whatever streamer you cheer at. Okay, so it's a good thing to do. It helps out the streamers more, and it's free to do. Like, you're gonna cheer whatever bits you have, but then there's free bits added to those cheers. Okay, very nice, right? Now, as you can see at the top of your stream, there are some stream stats that I'm updating during the course of today's stream. Total subs, first of all, which I'll check on in a moment. Top cheerer and top tipper. Both of those will be updated during the course of the stream for extra recognition for those who are contributing. Also, you may have noticed, if you look at the top of your stream chats, there is a cheering leaderboard, and that has been updated because now we have started a new streaming week. Monday is the first day of the streaming week here on Twitch. That's how they do it. They reset it over Sunday night. So, yeah, great opportunity if you want to get recognition. You know, if you cheer today, you're going to go right up on that leaderboard, okay? In particular, guys, right now, cheering, subbing, and tipping all help me equally. So I appreciate that very much. Whatever you guys want to do to contribute is, all helpful and much appreciated. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Let's get the shout outs for people who have contributed. Here we go. All right. So we actually start off with Luke Bryan, who tipped me $1 overnight and says, why on earth is there a video of you in your condo talking about Saints Row 2 and it says it was uploaded June of 2018? Did you re-upload those? No. Here's what happened. Last year, YouTube fucked me up really bad. Which isn't the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last. What ended up happening was, I was going to be basically doing stuff solo. I wasn't going to be associated with any kind of a partnership network anymore, and I was transitioning my DSPGaming channel over from the private, kind of network to being with my own partnership with Google AdSense and YouTube. As I was doing that, my channel was erroneously flagged as saying that it wasn't eligible for advertisements because of was it invalid click activity or was it something else? No, it said invalid click activity. And so I went to Google AdSense. I said, how could this be possible? Because I've been with a partnership company and there's never been a problem. So obviously this isn't correct. You had an internal error or you flagged my channel incorrectly or whatever, and you screwed everything up. All right. So it took a while for it to get fixed, but when it finally got fixed, they had set my entire channel, my entire YouTube channel, DSPGaming, had been set to private because of its association with Google+. It's just a big convoluted mess. I know you're already confused. If you weren't here last year, you're already confused. I don't blame you. YouTube fucked up and made my channel private. So I had to make the entire channel public or no one could see any of my videos. But when I did that, it also took some videos that were meant to be private and made them public. Like, for example, there were videos that I'd done for patrons over the years. There were videos that were like behind the scenes stuff that really aren't for public viewing. And a lot of those videos got set to public for the first time in years. I think what you're saying is there was a video probably from that batch that had nothing to do with the modern era. It was ancient video that had been set to private for some reason, and it went public. Now, when that happened, all those videos showed us new videos. So there were people getting videos in their feed from like 2012, 2011 that said they were new videos. And they're like, what the hell is this? They were bombarded with a ridiculous amount of videos at that time. It was a huge mess last summer. It was a huge fucking mess. And it was very annoying. And it took a while to clean up the problem. It was all on YouTube's fault. Like, there had been nothing wrong with DSPGaming. It was literally mistake after mistake by Google and YouTube. And it took about 2 months to finally clear it up. And by the time it got cleared up, basically, my YouTube channel wasn't making money anymore. And, there's nothing I could do about it. YouTube just fucked me over 7 ways from Sunday. So, yeah, you may see videos of, like, last year. You're like, what the hell is this video? June of 2018. How could the hell could this be from June of 2018 when it's talking about Saints Row 2, 7-8 years ago? That's more than likely what it is, okay? All right. Hulk Hogan Suburban Commando tipped me $1 and says, would you ever consider playing The Sims as a chill stream? They have The Sims 4 on PSN for $20. I could totally see it being a great interactive stream. You can have the viewers pick and choose where your Sims go in life. See, I agree with you. Like, now, I actually think that would have been a great interactive stream. When it came out, I wasn't an interactive streamer. When The Sims 4 came out years ago, I was still doing kind of I'm playing a game and I react to the game only and I don't really interact with my streaming audience. So, I did play it, and in fact, I did play it in depth. I think I had played it I'm trying to remember. I know I had played it for like 2 or 3 major sessions. So, we're talking 12 hours, if not more, of gameplay. And I had, I think, 2 characters that I had created, if I remember correctly. But it ended up not being very interesting overall. It ended up kind of being boring. But today, let's say today, if I had played The Sims for the first time, and it was more me create my character, you guys interact, tell me what you want, and we kind of do things based off of your suggestions, yeah, I actually think the streams would be good. However, that boat kind of sailed. I played the game, pretty extensively when it was a new release back when it was released years ago. And I don't really think that playing it today would get any new additional stuff out of it. I've already kind of seen everything in it. So I don't think that it would have any benefit. In addition, The Sims now, is very different than when it was back then. They have 100 expansions, and they're all pricey. So let's say, for example, I wanted to get The Sims 4. Oh, but I actually want all the expansion content that's come out. It would be like hundreds of dollars. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's how much they charge for this stupid shit. So, yeah, like, I don't think it makes sense. Now, when The Sims 5 comes out, if it ever does, and a lot of people are actually wondering if it will, because they're wondering if maybe The Sims are, sadly, kind of an outdated thing that at one point might have been exciting, but at this point, maybe it's kind of played out, I guess you would say. So we don't even know if a new Sims is coming out or not. However, if it does, maybe I would consider it. Maybe I would consider checking it out. Okay? Fair enough? Alrighty, but thanks for the suggestion. I agree with you. It would be a cool, chill piece of content, if I hadn't already played it back in the day pretty extensively. So. By the way, congratulations to both King Kozatov and Lollermittens who got themselves timed out for spamming in the stream chat, which is not allowed. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You guys know the rules. You're regular, so now you can sit outside for 10 minutes and don't come back and do it again. All right? All right, shout out to Rob, who tipped me $10 and says, bless you for giving this a try. You know how much I love story-driven gameplay. Thank you, Rob, very much for that. Let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard as the top tipper of the day, because you are. Yeah, we'll see. Now that Ace Best was very generous last night and donated the game, we'll give it a shot and we'll see if it's any good and go from there. All right? Okay. All right. Shout out to, of all things, breastfeeding Crazy Cow, who tipped me $1.30 and says, forget about crazy frogs. Keep your senses sharp against crazy crows that will appear as zombies in this game. Okay. There's zombie crows apparently in the game. Interesting. Insomniatic Meat has resubbed for 29 months and says, I'm going to share this because the notification keeps popping up for me. All right. Well, thank you very much for the resub, Insomniatic Meat. I appreciate that. Ben Tater Ship did a 100-bit cheer. This puts Ben Tater Ship up as the first cheerer of the day. So before I even read the message, I'm going to go ahead and put Ben Tater Ship up here. And excuse me. Ooh, a little gassy. He says, thank you to the person who donated money for this game. I think it's important not to listen to the game journalists because they don't tell the whole story, Phil. All right, fair enough. It's not just game journalists that I listened to, by the way. It was other streamers. There were people who had been getting early access to the game and had been playing all week. And there was this big kind of consensus on the internet that the game was not a very good stream game. But you're right. Thank you to Ace Best, and let's see how it goes today. Okay? GTK RWN did a 100-bit cheer. He says, your thoughts on PewDiePie putting the subscribe to PewDiePie meme to rest, and have you read Siege by James Mason yet? No, I have not, and I don't care about PewDiePie. Warren Poo has resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you, Warren Poo, for the 3-month resub. Hodor Tar cheered. He said, trolls on Twitter say you won't drop the Days Gone game even after 2 sessions, and you're going to finish the game no matter what, so maybe drop the game just to rustle their jimmies. I'll do what I feel is best after playing the game. If I'm liking the game and you guys on stream are enjoying the game, then I'll keep playing it. If I'm not liking the game or you guys think it's boring, then I'll stop. And the thing is, because it was donated like it was, no pressure. That's the cool thing. It's not like in the back of my head I'm thinking, man, I paid $60 for this game now. No, there's no pressure now for me to continue. If I want to drop it, I can, and I'll just focus more on Mortal Kombat, right? So, let's see what happens. Okay? Chaos All the Way has resubbed for 9 months. Thank you very much for 9 months of support, Chaos All the Way. Rob tipped me another $2 and said, hug. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. When I open up on stream sometimes, some people laugh and make fun of me, but I appreciate that some people actually do take it seriously. Thank you for your support, okay? All right, Lawler Mittens did a 50-bit cheer and ended up getting timed out for spamming what he was spamming here in this cheer, so I'm not even going to read it. GTK RWN now has done a 200-bit cheer. It says, if I send you a copy of the book Siege by James Mason, would you read it? No. I don't have time to. Like I said, I haven't even had time recently to do any relaxation. Like, every fucking moment of my day is taken up with either streaming or errands around the house I need to do, or other shit behind the scenes you guys really don't need to know about, but it's stressing me the hell out, and I really wish I could just fucking sit down for an hour and relax, or maybe even get an extra hour of sleep, and it's just not happening. I don't have time to read a book. Alright, but thank you for the cheer. Abigail Rayfinger has subscribed for 7 months, okay? All right, thank you very much. No Smooth Gaming, he says, don't you think it's upsetting for the person who bought you the game to hear this? No, they knew that up front. In fact, I explained this last night when we were all talking on the Blackout stream. I explained that's the situation with Days Gone, and then he gave me the money to buy it anyway. So Ace Best knew up front what to expect, and there's no expectation of me doing a full playthrough. In fact, that's ludicrous that someone would donate money for me to check out a game that I didn't want to buy myself and then think that I'm committed to having to play the entire game. That's insane. That's crazy entitlement. We got to do what's good for the streams, you know. Regardless if someone donates a game, doesn't mean that I have to play it from start to finish. That's insane. That's just nuts. Okay. GTK did another 100-bit cheer. He said, "What's your favorite pizza topping?" I'm a sausage person. Frankly, I don't have a favorite pizza topping. I like many different kinds of pizzas. Obviously, bacon or pepperoni is delicious. Some people like sausage and ham. I like those in certain situations. I go for a Hawaiian pizza with pineapple and ham. Or I could do a pizza with the works, with peppers and olives and, you know, all that stuff. A pizza that Kat really likes, and we actually got recently, margarita pizza. So margarita pizza has some mozzarella, fresh basil, tomatoes, and olive oil. It's actually a healthier pizza than the other greasy ones, and it's light and it's delicious. So margarita pizza is pretty good. But in essence, I don't eat pizza a lot. And, you know, I don't have that necessarily, oh, this is 100% my favorite topping that I must get every time I get pizza. You know, it's nothing like that. Okay? Okay. Not the guy you just banned did a 100-bit cheer and then ended up spamming emotes. Wow, you're an idiot. So now you're going to get timed out too. Let's see here. Okay, now you're timed out for 10 minutes for spamming those emotes. Congrats. The Legend DSP has subscribed for 5 months in a row and says, I love DSP. F the detractors. 10 years still going strong. Love the King of Hate. 10 more years. Thank you to the Legend DSP. Honorable Farrakhan. She says, what's something you look back on over your 10-year career that you regret doing to this day? I would just say some of the stupid, very close-minded opinions that I used to have about things I didn't understand. Like today, if someone asks me a question about something I don't know, I'll try not to have some kind of a stupid opinionated answer. Like I'll say, well, I don't really know the situation, so I can't really comment on it, right? Versus back in the day, people would be like, what do you think about Minecraft? Well, I don't know anything about the fucking game, but let me talk out of my fucking ass about it and completely insult an entire group of gamers who like this game, right? You know, I used to be a very contrarian person who just because something was virally popular, I would hate on it. And now I would, instead of that, I'll try it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's kind of one of the major changes I made over the years. Be way more open-minded. Don't jump to stupid, rash, opinionated decisions and or statements about things when I'm not informed on the subject. And I would say, you know, those are some of the things that people to this day still are angry about with me in the past. You know, they still bring up how I hated on Minecraft. They still bring up how the first time that I played Metal Gear Solid series, which was what, like 2011 at this point or something crazy like that, they still bring up, wow, Phil was really an asshole to Hideo Kojima and to all the fans of the Metal Gear series for liking this series. He was really a dickhead. It's like, dude, that was 8 years ago. Like, wow, you know, way to hold on to the past. Like I said, some people have this very black and white mentality. They think everything's this way or that way, and nothing can ever change. Nothing can ever improve. No one can mature up. No one can grow or learn. And to them, what happened 8 years ago happened today. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say I wish that when I had started with all this on YouTube, I kind of understood the reach that I was going to have. Because I think that saying a lot of those really stupid things back then turned people off to me. And ended up putting me in a position where people would then for years hate on me for stupid shit. That now I'm like, yeah, I've grown. I realized that stuff was stupid that I said and did. But I don't do that stuff anymore, thank God. That, you know, I learned. You know, you watch my streams today. Good Lord, are my stream content different than what I used to do on YouTube back in the day, right? It's like night and day. You know, I'm happy that I've grown and learned. But at the same time, those things still linger. You know, a lot of them are still up on the internet, right? They didn't go away. So... Rim Logger cheer. He says, do you plan on cooking or food reviews? No. Vote Democrat did a 222-bit cheer. He says, I hope your stress behind the scenes isn't health related. I mean, at this point, it's not. But the problem is, when you have constant fucking worry and stress, it can become health related. You see what I mean? Like, right now it's not. But if for the next 6 months, things are incredibly stressful behind the scenes because of other stuff going on, it could turn into health problems. That's one of the major concerns I have is I'm not feeling rested anymore. You know, when I'm off stream, I'm constantly doing other shit behind the scenes that's causing stress. And I'm not feeling well rested when I'm waking up and I'm like, oh God, I'm all stressed out. I gotta make a phone call now and shit in the morning. This is usually in the morning is when I have time to spend some time with Kat before I jump on stream. Instead, I gotta be on a fucking phone, you know, talking to some fucking company, and it's like, this sucks. You know, this really fucking sucks. So I hope eventually it doesn't turn into anything health related. I hope. Okay. Let's see here. Bub Zero. Let's see here. Bub Zero to his 50-bit cheers says, how can you claim that Vinny's Pizza is the best in the world when you never left the country? Well, I can't. All I can say is from my personal experience. Like, for example, in my experience of all the pizzas that I've ever eaten, I think Vinny's Pizza is the best. That doesn't necessarily mean that Vinny's Pizza is overall objectively the best pizza on planet Earth. It just means subjectively, in my opinion, of the ones I've eaten, I like it the best. So there you go. Fred Flintstone cheered. He says, here's a poem. I wrote for you frogs on a log, turning a cog in a bog obscured by fog. When are we getting more vlogs? More vlogs? I mean, basically every pre-stream is a vlog, except you just don't see my face. Ask the King is coming in May. Ask the King is coming in late May, guys. Back to reality tipped me $1 and basically says, I try to come to your streams to escape the stress of my own life, but now I hear you talk about your behind the scenes stress. You know, why are you so honest talking about behind the scenes stress and money problems? Well, the thing is, I'm not. Like, I haven't told you specifically what's going on at all. And I don't want to inundate you guys with that. But the reason I brought it up is because I want to let you know if I seem overstressed and or negative today, it's not, again, it's not you guys and it's not the game. It's other stuff going on behind the scenes. And I feel it's only fair for me to say that up front, because it's not fair if you tune into the stream and something happens and all of a sudden it triggers me or I get upset or whatever, or I'm frustrated with the game when you're like, wow, it's really not a big deal. Why so frustrated? You know, understand it's not that, you know. I want to have a preface before we start because that's not fair to you guys, the viewers, and it's not fair to the game developers for me to have unfair, negative, or stressful feelings already pent up inside me that may come through on a stream. I hope they don't, but they might. So it's only fair for me to say that up front, at least from my perspective. But I didn't bother you with any details or anything because, quite frankly, I don't think that you guys should be inundated with my shit. Okay? Fair enough? All right, hold on a second. I'm going to crunch a bottle, everyone. Hold on. Okay. I warned you. I warned you of the bottle crunch. Okay, let's go ahead and do shout-outs for the top cheerers so far, which there's not many. We have a 6-way tie for 5th place between Hodor Targ, Lawler Mittens, Honorable Farrakhan, Rim Logger, Bub Zero, and Fred Flintstone. In 4th place, we've got Ben Tater Shit. In 3rd place, not the guy you just banned. In 2nd place, Vote Democrat. And in 1st place so far this week, GTK RWN. Keep in mind, those are all going to be updated, you know, over the course of today's stream. It's definitely going to change because it just reset overnight. We're also at 443 subs, so thanks for the subs, guys, the 1 increase. Very good, right? All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the pre-stream. I'm going to very briefly go use the restroom. And then we're going to begin with Days Gone. And we're going to see. We're going to see what happens with the game. Is it good? Is it bad? We're going to finally judge for ourselves rather than listen to all these outside influences that are saying it's good, it's bad. You know, we'll see. So I'm excited to see finally what it is. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll be right back.